Hi there, Capricorn. How are you? So I'm doing the October readings for Capricorn. I I'm moving backwards, Pisces. Um, yeah, I started with Pisces. That's all. I'm MJ. I'm doing these monthly intuitive tarot readings for each of the 13 zodiac signs. This is a paradigm shift YouTube channel. I talk about spiritual awakening, and I even wrote a book about it. Fancy that. Basically, authenticity is the new spirituality, and any Capricorn knows that. Because you can't find roots buying into dogma and other people's ideals. You can't. You gotta get to know yourself. All right. You will. If you res, you res. If you don't, you don't. You know how it works with the intuition vibration, right? It's all alignment and resonance, vibration. So I've been tuning in and drawing cards as I go. And one of the cards, well, the first card that popped out, and boy, did it really want to be known, was this Magician card. So I feel like, Caps, you're totally manifesting your reality. You're finding balance in all aspects. I feel like you've probably been through some pretty heavy duty emotional stuff, and you're really coming out of that. You're continuing to stabilize yourself, your emotions, and then thus you're stabilizing your material world as well. I feel like these last few months you've really been anchoring in these new foundations, right? So you're like setting the precedent. You're becoming accustomed now to your new reality, which is helping you to better balance your finances, balance your material world, begin to balance either new and or present or past whatever relationships that you've got going on. And that's possibly bringing in some new vital messages, some creative messages. I feel like you know this on some kind of like psychic level. I'm really drawn to the pyramids in the Page of Wands card, and for that feels like maybe this Page of Wands is like uh from a past life randomly, or they're definitely connected to magic, mysticism. Or I feel like this is messages coming from, so you do all this manifestation work, you do all this healing, and then the Page of Wands, the way I interpret cards sometimes, is like it can be some person coming into your world bringing a message. It can also be like sparkles of creative messages, creative inspiration coming from within, this newfound vitality, this newfound perspective. So some of you might be tuning in and you're in the baby stages, so it's this sense of spirituality or this sense of mysticism for some of you is quite new, and or some sprightly young thing is coming in to deliver a message which brings you joy and fulfillment and creative sparkle, because then you have the Judgment singing down upon you. This is such a beautiful divination card. There is a new beginning coming in, but it's not coming in just yet. I feel it might turn around at the end of the month or more towards the middle of the month for Capricorn. That there is some energy that's sort of being halted. For some of you guys, um, avoid the temptation to go back into patterns of giving your power away to external authority, i.e., a King of Swords here in the reverse. Being too defensive, being too closed, being too kind of hidden away around your own creative ideas. This is the energy that you're kind of rising out of. Yeah, indecisiveness. You've got to make these decisions and move forward in full faith of your creative power. If you're still giving any precedent or any energy to external illusion, to external authority, if you're being a little bit defensive and push pull, or you don't believe in yourself fully, you're going to stunt these new beginnings and the Judgment passing in your favor. you're going to kind of hold back on that. If you're feeling indecisive, if you're feeling in doubt, this is also holding back this brand new beginning, this new offer, this new divination coming through to you through this judgment card, positive card, judgment in your favor, right? But if you're still holding on to your past, if you're still holding on to like, well, so and so said I couldn't do it, or this person dicked me about, or blah blah blah, if you're still in that mode of complaining, and thus you're being indecisive about like, oh, I just don't know if I can do it, I'm not sure if I should move forward, I'm not sure, then you won't embrace this new beginning in the judgment card and the ace of swords. So the only reason I feel the ace of swords is in the reverse is actually because of these affirmation cards, or these cards that are kind of saying there is a new beginning that wants to make manifest. It wants to be offered in once this judgment befalls you, once this, as you balance yourself, as you totally own your creative power, right? And you start to really feel in that balanced mode. But if you keep letting other people dictate to you, if you keep, and then it's like, this is the thing about self creatorship, we manifest these relationships, and we defend ourselves against them, and we manifest the relationship, we defend ourselves against them, but not realizing that we're attracting them in because of these core wounds. So if you're truly transformed and wanting to move forward with some creative inspiration and new ideas, the judgment is definitely singing in your favor, and this new beginning wants to come in. But if you're going to be indecisive, and if you're going to be in doubt, you're just going to loop back around over and over again, 9-time cycle. You could loop back infinitely if you want to, if you keep defending yourself, if you keep, thing is, if you have to defend yourself, you're not in full faith of your self-creatorship, right? If you're going, oh no, I do believe, and it is the right thing to do, then you're being sort of indecisive, and then it's almost like the universe doesn't know how to provide you with this, because you're like, oh, but this person said maybe it might not happen. But this is somebody who doesn't believe in themselves. This is somebody who doesn't actually make things manifest for them, for in their own creatorship, right? They're in this false king status. They're already saying, oh no, authority means something, or you should be doing it like this. But right at the beginning of the reading, this is the card that's wanting to pop out. Capricorn, you're in your full manifestation mode. You're in full creatorship mode. You just want to move with it now. Move with your positive creative inspiration. Move with your ability to balance things out and be stable and be integral and be the Capricorn that you know you are, right? Judgment is singing in your favor. It wants you to embrace this new beginning. Just go for it, basically. Don't be indecisive. Don't resist. Walk away and cut people out if you don't feel like they're serving your highest good. There's a love offer coming in for some of you. The love offer could have something to do with this brand new beginning, and it also might be bringing in some kind of adventure or some kind of travel for you guys. There's also a lot of creative inspiration in new form coming through, which again can have to do with this love offer, and or somebody bringing you positive emotion into your world, maybe wanting to take you on holiday, and or the two of you decide to go on some great adventure. All you have to do is drop the burden of the past. Drop the burden of the past, because this is you. Capricorn, you're full sovereign being, fully made manifest, right off this 10 here. And then for some of you, you might still might be experiencing an unexpected tower moment. I'm reading this right at the end of September, nearing the end. Actually, it's Saturn direct today. So for some of you, this tower card and then a death card appeared. There might be some kind of sudden loss. There might be some kind of sudden redirection on your path, especially if you're in this state of grace, if you're in this state of openness, positive judgment, right? In this open state of grace, you're fully made manifest. You're in that mode of taking direction, of moving forward. There might be a few unexpected things happen to your reality, but because that positive judgment card, I'm feeling like this is all part of a higher divination, a higher call to redirect you and make sure you're on that exact right path for you. Just keep staying in your balanced mode. Keep believing in yourself. That's really important as you own your creatorship status. Walk away. Cut it out. You don't need to defend yourself anymore, nor do you need to carry the burden. This is a big piece for the Capricorn. Clearly, that you carrying the burden, you feeling defensive, you've like worked so hard, you've been at it for so long, you've been taking it so serious, you've been doing it and doing it and doing it. You're just so ready to take that leap. You're so ready for things to make manifest. Energetically speaking, though, if you're still defending yourself and giving your power away, it's not gonna come in. So you've got to really make that clear, decisive, mental perspective shift to own it truly, to know what you know, right? In as far as what you're manifesting. And ultimately, because there's a couple aces here, I feel like it's bigger than what you think. And ultimately let go of the thinkingness of it. Just open your heart and be willing to receive. You are that sovereignty. You are that divine creator. There is a love offer coming in potentially, and an opportunity to travel and go on some adventures. This is really exciting. A little bit of possible unexpected energy, but I feel that those are actually positive movements. This is all just pressure and stuff to happen in your reality to shake things up, especially if there's been some stagnation or certainly a little bit of indecisiveness, that there's going to be things coming in, messages coming in, messengers coming in with this Page of Wands, and or creative sparks coming from within this Magician card, which is you, in as far as directing this path away from past cycles of abuse and manipulation, away from past cycles of always having to defend yourself and always having to be the one doing all the work, right? And then suddenly there's some messages coming in. Possibly this Tower of Death card is going to clear away the baggage, cut out that bullshit, and really help you move forward in this brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. And then also potentially a lovely little love affair. Huh. Alrighty, Capricorn, that's your reading for October. I hope that was useful for you. If that resonated, please feel free to book a private reading. That's where it's at. I love you guys. Have a great day. Peace.